So in this video we are going to learn about taper turning operations in lathe in the manufacturing technology laboratory. First of all, we want to know about what is taper turning. When the diameter of a piece changes uniformly from one end to other end, the pieces is said to be tapered or called tapered. Taper turning as a machining operation is a gradual reduction in diameter from one part of a cylindrical workpiece to another part. Tapers can be either external or internal. So in this taper turning operation, so we are going to reduce a diameter gradually or increasingly based on the given input. The tools required to do taper turning operations are cutting tool, vernier caliper, tri-square, scriber, vernier height gauges. So before conducting the taper turning operations, definitely we need to calculate the angle. To find out the formula for angle is tan alpha equal to capital D minus small d divided by 2L, where D equal to larger diameter of the workpiece and small d equal to smaller dia of the workpiece and capital L equal to taper length of the workpiece. A taper is a conical shape. Tapers can be cut with lathes quite easily. There are some common methods for turning tapers on a center lathe, and these are all the working steps in the taper turning process. So first step is the workpiece is going to be held in the chuck, and chuck is going to be used to tighten the job and ensuring a center of workpiece. And second is the single point cutting tool is going to use in the tool post, and the tool is going to tightens the nuts using tool post key, and we need to do a facing operation and turning operations if is required. And next we need to do a taper turning operations as per the taper angle already calculated based on the formula. We need to set the taper angle, then the compound rest base is swelled and set a half taper angle, and cutting tool is going to move at an angle to the lathe axis, then the tool is moved by compound rest hand wheel. So this is what we need to do in taper turning process. So we are going to move the compound rest, then only the tool will move in a inclined manner. And if you want to do a chamfering, for chamfering to be done at the end of the workpiece, the tool is held at 45 degree to the lathe axis and is fed against the rotating workpiece. Finally, the dimensions of the workpiece is going to be checked. And this is a simple picture for your understanding purpose of taper turning. So we need to swell the compound rest at some angle. The angle is going to be already calculated based on the formula. Okay, and this right side picture clearly indicates how the tool is going to move. The tool is going to move in a inclined manner. So we are going to apply feed rate with the help of a compound rest. When we are going to rotating the compound rest, the tool is going to be moved, and the feed also given in a tapered angle. Okay, this is a tool movement in tapered angle. The left side picture indicate the tool movement in a tapered angle, and you can see the compound rest here, and the angle calculated is alpha here. If a workpiece is tapered on the outside, it has an external taper. If it is tapered on the inside, it has an internal taper. There are three basic methods of turning tapers with a lathe. Depending on the degree, length, location of the taper, whether it is internal or external, and the number of pieces is going to be done, the operator will either use the compound rest or offset the tailstock or use a taper attachment. It is purely depends upon the number of pieces is going to be done in a lathe. With any of these methods, the cutting edge of the tool bit must be set exactly on center with the axis of the workpiece, or the work will not be truly conical and the rate of taper will vary with each cut. Okay, for example, now we discuss about the compound rest. The compound rest is favorable for attaining or boring short, steep tapers, but it can also be used for longer, gradual tapers, providing the length of taper does not exceed the distance the compound rest will move upon its slide. The method can be used with a high degree of accuracy but is somewhat limited due to lack of automatic feed and the length of a taper being restricted to the movement of the slide. Okay, the compound rest base is graduated in degrees and can be set at the required angle for taper training or a boring operation. With this method, it is necessary to know the included angle of the taper to be machined. The angle of the taper with the center line is one half the included angle and will be the angle the compound rest is set for. Okay, now let us watch one video. Adjust the compound rest to the proper training process. Compound rest is going to be inclined based on our angular calculation. Given with the help of compound rest. I hope you understood clearly about the taper training process in this video. Thanks for watching this video.